All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he'll get this one up to the 26. It's Kareem Jackson making the play defensively.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Wentz to throw on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Zach Cunningham with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Last week, somehow they won. He threw all those picks, but they still won. Here, opening drive, unfortunately, he picked up where he left off.
Partner, you get a lot of extra patience when you find a way to win despite you making mistakes. But starting out again this game, that patience is going to wear thin really quick. And I think the guys on the defensive side of the ball will be the first ones to let him know that's got to stop.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Brought down by Nate Gary.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The rush defense stout on first down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Here's Watson now on second down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with third down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And, partner, I'm going to make a quick pivot here and ask you to play general manager. It's well documented they're last in the league in offense, number 32. What changes might they make?
And this is where you have to be almost like a chess master as a general manager because you have a few things at your disposal that you need to use. Obviously, the draft. Free agency, maybe you can make some trades, but also look at your practice squad. Have you been grooming players to promote and give them an opportunity to play as well? That way, you start to supplement as well as replace guys that need it.
This is Clement. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Now Wentz on third down. And incomplete here on third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is...
is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. Almost out-kicked his cover. All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up with the Houston Texans. The holiday season is upon us. We've got the gift of the NFL as we're underway here in Week 16. On the return, it's Wendell Smallwood. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Cunningham leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Working from the gun, Wentz. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 13. Now it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Brandon Graham in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now a first carry for Deontay Foreman, who was lost to the Achilles injury last year. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up. action for Miller. Now Watson. Man open, that's Kiki QT complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Lamar Miller. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the 1st quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that Tucker rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. Back to throw. Watson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Joe Kirkpatrick. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now. But he's still got room to grow. And this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
A first carry now for Kofrani Muhammad. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to divert at least a 2nd guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
All runners count on their eyes to find the gaps and creases, to find open space. There was absolutely none on that one. Totally swallowed up on that play.
He'll get it up the middle. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Wentz now to throw. Being chased out. Got a man open. It's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are now just an extra point away from grabbing the lead. Now to try the Eagle field goal, Jake Elliott. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And the kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Texans offense now, they get set to head back on the field here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On 2nd down, here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and give him some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
From the gun on third, Watson. Throw left side, complete to QT. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. Watson on first down. Underneath for Miller. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 16 yards there, 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Miller. And only a yard this time as he's taken down right around the 26.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Bennett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. The kick by Fairbairn is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. Now Wentz throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Dancing to his left. And that is incomplete. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
Now Wentz. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had to fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's Texans football as we get going in quarter number 2. They've got it 1st and 10 inside their own 20-yard line. run by Foreman to start the drive. Rumbling past the 30 and all the way up to the 35-yard line. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
Here's Watson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37. Timmy Jernigan, the Florida State man, in on the stop.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. And the big boy, dare I say, he showed some athleticism there.
Oh, without a doubt. And you know what else we saw on that play? Why they do more and more ball drills in practice. They want everyone proficient with catching the football and being comfortable, because you never know when a big play like this will happen for a big man.
That post-game locker room, does he get an extra drumstick?
He was going to get that anyway. He may get the whole spread now.
Yeah, put some gravy on there. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. And now out comes Houston. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 27. They'll start out on the ground. It's Lamar Miller. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense, because you're excited about hitting him in the first half, maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. After the penalty, it's Miller. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up, because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Watson. And this is caught at the 8. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And we are even at 10 apiece. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And out now come the Eagles. So, Charles, the season winding down, the playoffs obviously not in their futures. They look ahead to the offseason. What spots do they maybe need to fill?
Well, I think that they like the guy who's calling the plays and throwing the ball. I think that he's a pretty good player. Needs some help, I think, on the perimeter, though. Help him out with receivers, because I think if he gets an upgrade there, his play gets that much better, too. Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
On the carry, it's Muhammad. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Whitney Merciless.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And It's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. And 12 yards that time and picking up the first. Shotgun now for Wentz. And this is Ertz with it, right side. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 more there and another first down.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. Wentz now on first down. Buying time to his left. Ertz over the middle. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Nice movement there by Carson Wentz outside of the pocket. Completes another pass. Help me out here, partner. He's not sneaky athletic. He is athletic. How many times do I have to say it?
Yeah, you've been making that declaration for a while. And at 6'5", he ran a 40 of 4.77. So not only big, but he can move.
That's a good time for a quarterback. He and Andrew Luck, similar physiques, similar athletic ability.
They'll run it. This is Muhammad. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Throwing now is Wentz. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down. Wentz now 8 of 11 in this first half. He's got it 1st and 10. Here's Muhammad. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
Well, partner, they went empty set there. No backs in the backfield. All receivers out in the pattern. And in this situation, you know what the quarterback has to do? Act as his own blitz control.
Yeah, he's got nobody else there to protect him.
No one else there to protect, which means he's got to get rid of the football and absorb the hit and not go down and fumble the ball.
And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. To throw on 2nd is Watson. Hopkins on the grab over the middle. Now the ball comes loose, but I think a Texan player was able to get his hands on it, and they will indeed hold on to the ball and the possession. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills, and he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz flushed out right. Oh, he's got a little daylight. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. They'll run with Muhammad, and they'll get him down right around the 16. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Meanwhile, in Los Angeles, an update from there. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. To the right side, complete to Miller. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll give him 8 on the play, and that'll make it second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. On first down, Watson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Hopkins. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Watson now 8 of 15 through the air, but it's 1st and 10 here. To the air yet again, Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. And before this second down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Watson now on second down. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Jalen Mills. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. Now he'll let it go deep right side. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we've come to halftime here in Philly with the Eagles on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Texans offense, they head back out to do battle here. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Looking to throw on second down. Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Mike Bennett in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. Going to need something special here on 3rd and long after that sack. What does Watson have in his arsenal? Play action for Miller. Now Watson. And the pressure gets to him again. Fletcher Cox in there for sack number 22 on the year. Just a half sack shy now of Michael Strahan's record of 22 and a half set in 2001. Taken from just outside the 30. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little...
And he is going to be wrapped up and slung to the turf.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Wentz to throw on second down. Steps away to his left. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5" quarterback picks up the 1st down. And they'll run it here. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, that didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop.
Come on now.
That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
They go again with Muhammad. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. From the red zone now, Wentz. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
As much football as we watch, we've seen this work many times. In the red zone, 1st down, take a shot at the end zone, and points result. And
he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Fletcher Cox with sack number 23 on the year, breaking Michael Strahan's mark of 22 and a half. They'll run it now out of the gun. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. Brandon Graham in there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Returnable here from the 38. 35 yards on the return. Picked up some good blocks as well. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And they'll go on the ground. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Wentz now to throw. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to 4th down. And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, close game, second half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They begin with a run by Miller. And he'll be tackled at about the 35.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Watson. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. That'll be a pickup of 29 yards there. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Watson going to give this one to Miller. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Now, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now Watson to throw on 2nd down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the first battle. Keep coming after him. Put the pressure on him.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
They come out here in the eye. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Texans are in for 6. And he puts it through. Fairbairn now to kick this one away. Smallwood on the return. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they have to feel like they missed on an opportunity for points last time when they couldn't connect on that short field goal try.
And no doubt about it, because they were counting on those points. In today's NFL, let's face it, that's really a chip shot, right?
That's anything inside 40.
Yeah, they're counting on that going through the post. But we've seen it happen to teams before. Some of the best kickers in the world can miss kicks like that. Can they come back now and redeem themselves?
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a gain of 9, and they're going to have a 3rd down. The Eagles on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. Here it's 3rd and 3. From the gun, it's Wentz. And he connects with Ertz. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. An Eagle first down, Wentz to Ertz.
Like so many tight ends nowadays, they have no problem at all putting him in the slot and letting him go to work, and that's a nice pitch and catch right there for a first down.
On first down, Wentz. Wide open receiver, complete. And they've got it well across midfield, down to the 40 before it's all said and done. And a nice gain of 21 yards. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. Wentz now on first down. Open man left side is Wallace, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the 4th quarter. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now they try the right side here. Only a yard on the pickup, so a good situation on 2nd and 2. It's now 3rd and 1.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Now Wentz, gotta have this one. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. The 4-time All-Pro, J.J. Watt. And this Texans defense stands tall. Watson will bring up the Texans here 1st and 10 at their 38. And the pitch goes to Miller. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Fletcher Cox in there yet again. What else is new as he continues to rewrite the record book in single-season sacks. Gonna need something special here on 3rd and long. After that sack, what does Watson have in his arsenal? Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Fletcher Cox getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Oh, he's going to go ahead and field it from the 3-yard line. 62 yards on the punt that time. Wow. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. They had a great drive going last time. They were moving the ball, and then all of a sudden it just stalled out. So we'll see what they can do here, Charles.
And it's always easy to second guess when you don't get it on a 4th down try. But they had to like the feeling that they had going on offense. They want to continue to see if they can capture that again on this drive and maybe get in the same position.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, like I said, they were moving the football. It's not like they went 4 and out, so I don't think it's a deal where the offense doesn't have confidence.
No, I agree with you totally on that one. If anything, they may have gained more confidence. Okay, they stopped us once. That's all right. Let's keep moving it. Make them do it again.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
Black, come on. Great.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Gonna look deep for Jeffrey. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to with you and your brothers. Just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. Here's Wentz to throw. He's got his man. That's Wallace. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A first down for the Eagles. Wentz finding the former Raven Wallace. Wentz now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Again, it's Wentz. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. Forced out to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. First try for the right arm of Dalton here. Being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Dalton. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney merciless in there to drop him, and his great season continues. 13 sacks for him now on the year. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 19. Dalton here from the gun. Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go on the run. Deep left side. And no, it's incomplete. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing. And
he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. On first down, it's Watson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Gary. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Their D gets the INT. Now what can Dalton do? Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3. Second down, Dalton. Buying time to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The former #1 overall pick, Jadeveon Clowney, in there to sack him, and that is 10 for him now on the year. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Dalton. And he's going to go down again. Whitney Merciless in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they drop him for a loss, but penalty markers are on the field. Let's see about the call. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Back to throw. It's over the middle. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That gets them the 1st down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
Andy Dalton now. 5 straight completions here in this 2nd half. 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got room. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Another nice gain. 16 yards there and a 1st down again. Late in the game, defense trying to avoid a big play. He's able to work out of the passing game, turn it into a run, pick up the 1st, and stop the clock as well.
And you know in this situation, everything is sped up. The intensity, the thinking, everyone's movement. But for a quarterback, he has to continue to do what we call flatliner.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Whitney Merciless in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. They'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Back to throw. There's that man again. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with 65 seconds remaining. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. J.J. Watt, the one that gets him down. The Eagles hustling to the line, clock rolling. He'll look to throw. And it's caught inside the 5. And snapped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Dalton wants to throw. Ertz has it left side. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. From the 10-yard line, here's second and goal. Big spot, Andy Dalton. And he fires one incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on third and goal? All right, here's Dalton. And that one drops to the ground. Incomplete. Clock stops here just inside of 20. Seconds, 19 left. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on fourth and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. They can't hook up here on the fourth down pass attempt, and the Texans are going to win the football game. The drive starts with Foreman on the ground. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.